What we do here is go back.
Okay fellas, hi everyone, it's morning today, it's Saturday morning, okay, and on my table is coffee of course, very tasty, good coffee, and Hitachi demolition hammer, so it's H45MR, it's a really nice tool, I love it, because it's made simple, it's powerful enough, it's almost lightweight, so it's really great tool. Okay, now we don't know what's wrong with it because the customer don't know, so first thing what we can see, it's rubber here missing, so of course I will write it down. Second thing what I can see, it's cover here is not genuine, so okay, I will write it down. Okay, so now I will try to turn it on. Maybe the electricity will not go out. Okay, from the sound, the hammering parts is not good, they are worn out, but that just is from the sound. Okay, I seen the damaged cord somewhere. Okay, I really seen it, but I cannot see it now. Okay, now it's damaged, so we can just isolate it or replace the cord. Okay, you can see the screw here is not genuine, it's a simple screw. You can see how this screw looks and how the genuine screw looks, so I think I will put the genuine screw back. And of course the washer. So, from the other side it's not genuine screws too. Okay, so now we need to unscrew them. Easiest way to do that, just to unscrew. Okay. So just unscrewing. Okay, maybe I will take that drill bit and the proper socket for this one. Okay. So I think the screws here, not genuine screws, were screwed in because it was the thread damaged. So okay, but of course I will check it now. Okay, the genuine screw and this one. Yeah, we can see that this is the, I think, the 6mm screw, and this is 8mm screw. So yeah, that was a okay, I will show that. Here's the aluminum. I will deassemble the handle. It will be easier to show that. Okay, so just opening the handle. What we have here? Here we have the aluminum, and it's works as anti-vibration system. Of course, it's a rubber. Okay, and here you have the normal hole, the genuine screw with 6mm is going in, and this is a fixed hole. So now this screw is just getting out because this hole is made bigger and okay, made for 8mm bolt. Okay, it's really it's not really bad. Of course, it will work for the years and everything is good, but still, I prefer when all the parts are genuine. So I will try to calculate price with this aluminum, I don't know, handles. Okay, such 2 pieces going here. Okay, you can see that this tool was used in a heavy duty. Okay, because you can see the worn signs here on the aluminum. So normally it's no signs like this. Okay, we'll take the small box for the bolts. Okay, here goes the small box. Okay, so those parts go here. Okay, it's better to put all the parts in the box to not lose them. Okay, cannot take out the rubber, so I think it's glued in. Okay, so now I will open the cover here, the back cover or the bottom cover. I need to open it because I want to check the carbon brushes. It's only 2 screws holding it, so okay, 1 short screw and the second short screw. Okay, now I will try to take it out with a screwdriver. It's a gap here, so just lifting it a little bit and trying to take it out. Okay, we'll do the same lifting with a screwdriver for the second side. Sometimes it's stuck because of the dusts. You can see we have the sand, the hard sand here. Okay, so it's on the housing, of course, inspecting it for the cracks. What can we see now? We can take out the sand out of the tool. Okay, of course, now we can see the armature commutator. I can see, and we can inspect it from here. But we will remove the carbon brushes, disassemble the tool and check it better. Okay, just unscrewing the cap. Sometimes it's hard to unscrew them, so use wider screwdriver like this one to get all the gap here. It will be really better. Okay, the carbon brush needs to be replaced. The carbon brush ends almost here, so it's almost ended. Okay. Next, the cap goes out. The carbon brush go out. Okay, you can see that it's melted a little bit here. But it's really nothing bad. But of course we will change the carbon brushes. Okay. So now it's time to remove the cap here, the cover here. It's real small screws, 4 small screws, okay. It not holds any pressure or something, it only covers the hammer casing, so it's a small, tiny screws. Okay, just lifting the cover with a screwdriver. Okay, still cannot get it up. Okay, and now it's getting up. Okay, you can see that the cover here is Okay, we have the plastic piece here, so yeah, the connection rod is all broken. I think you can definitely see it, that it's really broken here, so yep, it's really bad. Okay, so this tool requires good cleaning before reassembling it. Yeah, I'll just take the plastic pieces here, the big plastic pieces. Okay, now why the connection rod broke? It can be various of the reasons. One of the reasons is that the tool was running for a long year without maintenance, so that's really not good for the tool. Okay, and the O-rings worn out and the hammer strikes back faster than it should do that, so it's you hit and the connection rod cannot hold that pressure. Sometimes that happens because of the bad cheap Chinese chisels, because they are a little bit longer and they are making all the system works not as it should work. So yeah, but of course it can be the wear and tear sign when the connection rod here wear and tears and it moves up and down, back on and forward. Okay, as you can see from the grease here and here, the tool was overheated, so that can be the reason of the damage here. Okay, of course other reason can be the ball bearing here on a connection rod, so on a crankshaft, sorry. Okay, I will unscrew the screws here, check the motor, so it can be a mind of the reason. But of course the tools like this need to be made a maintenance. If you use the tool in a really heavy conditions, in a heavy duty, so you need to inspect it, check it, change the O-rings and the grease in 3 or 6 months. So once on that time. So normally the tool is running until it stops, so that's really bad because all the parts are getting out and repair cost then it's expensive. Okay, so haven't seen the screws. Take some paper here. Okay, I'm just separating the housing here. Now we can check the ball bearing here. Of course it's wobbling, it needs to be replaced, but I don't think that this one was the reason of the connection rod break. Okay, so what can we do now? We can inspect the armature gear. Now it looks good. Okay, now I will try to take out the housing with the pliers, okay, or with the hand. One of the easy way to do that is to knock the armature IC out with a puncher, so we can do that, we can try to do that. Okay. So what can we see from the armature? You can see that the tool was working in the dust because we have the small damage here on the windings. I will try to zoom it here, of course. Okay, you can see the small damage here. Focus you. Okay, you can see the damage here on the windings. Okay, now from the commutator we can see that it have the bump here from the carbon brush, so that means that the tool was running for years with this armature. Okay, what can we see more? It was some problem here with the touching of the commutator, but the armature itself looks good, so it's everything good. So it's a really expensive part, so If it's good, that's okay. Okay, now about the ball bearings, as the tool was running for the years here. Of course, the ball bearing sounds bad. So I was pausing the video because the customer went to the shop. It's a fucking weekend, so but still the customer go in. Okay, so about the ball bearings, it sounds bad, and of course we will change all the ball bearings. It's only 3 ball bearings here, so it's not very expensive. As you can count, it's 5 euros for ball bearings, so it's 15 euros for repairing the tool. Normally it's really not a high price. Okay, just inspecting the field, if it's not burned out. Okay, now it's good. So, getting this out here. Okay, and the funniest part of the all tools, all the demolition hammers, breakers, and so on. It's a hammer casing. Okay, now I will try to clean the grease. Okay, the grease is hard. Okay, and the greases are here, so I can suspect that this was not a good grease used here. Okay, so now I need to remove the cap here. It's easiest way to do that is to use a screwdriver. Okay. Okay, it's not going out easily. Okay, and the grease here is dirty too. Okay. Okay, the cap looks good. Okay, the cover. Of course, you can see what we have here. We have the grease with the sand and some other dirt, so yeah, that's not very good for the tool. If you are using not much of grease for the chisel, that can happen. Okay, so now we have the spring ring. It's definitely worn out because it's almost loose here, so yeah, the spring ring wants to be around, not with a flat side, and of course it cannot be loose here, so we need to replace it. I will write it down. Okay, what we have here, we have the spring. Of course, it's a, you can see how much dirt it is here. Okay, it's a needle holder, and it's too full of dirt. Okay, needle rollers. Just inspect if they're not cracked or something. Now they are not. Of course, they are dirty, so it will need to clean it. Okay. Now we can see a lot of dirt here. But what we have here, we have the one spring ring here inside on the tool holder, and we have one spring ring here. So I will try to remove both of them. Okay, of course you need a flat pliers, not the round ones. Okay, so again, just stop the video. Okay, I don't know why people are coming to the shop if they know that we are not working on the weekends. Okay, so now I need to remove the spring ring here. Okay, and why I cannot remove it? Okay, I will try with the bigger pliers here. Okay, I have lifted one of the spring ring end up, so okay, it's a lot of dirt here. Okay, now taking out the cover, and we have the 4 balls here. Of course, I want to remove them. So I will try to use the magnet here. Of course, check if they're perfectly round or not. Okay, now they're round. Okay, now I notice that I have the spare part view of this tool here. Okay, so taking the part here inside. So now it's done. Spring ring here, and of course I want to remove it. But I need to find the end of it. Okay, it's the end of it. Somewhere here. Okay, just lifting it with my finger. Okay, and using the special pliers for this ring. Okay. Okay, so of course it's all there here. What can we do now? We can remove the second ring here. It's a spring ring here. Of course, it's almost not seen because of the dirty grease here. So, okay, I don't know. Maybe this tool was laying around for a year or something. Okay, now just taking the cover here. Okay, so it was the genuine cover, but here it's all broken. So I was noticed that it's not a genuine. So okay, it's just what's a genuine. Okay, so now the hammer housing. I need to unscrew this 4 screws. Okay, I will clean my table a little bit. Okay. So now I will use the Allen key. Okay, 1 screw is released. Okay, I will try to release them all, and then I will try to use the cordless drill, the Bosch cordless drill. Honestly, I love this cordless drill except the check of it. So okay, if you want to buy the cheap but good drill, you can easily buy this one, Bosch GSR 10.8 -2 -Li. It's a really great drill. Okay, 1, 2, 3, and 4. Okay. So now I will take some paper. Okay, and just separating the 2 housings. You can see that everything fall out. Okay, and it's almost no grease, and the grease is really not bad. It's like, I don't know, like honey. It's like honey. Okay, I will not taste it, sorry, but it's really not look good. Okay, so okay, what we have here, we have the O-rings here, so we will replace them. Okay, now about the hammer. Also, I'm always telling that just check for the bump here on the hammer and for the cracks on the corners. As you can see, it's a bump here. It's not a straight, it's have the bump, so it needs to be replaced. Okay. And what's now the tool holder? Just inspect the tool holder for the parts here. Here and here is a 2 part, it's a 1. They all must be here to perfectly hold the chisel. Okay. So now is the cylinder time. It just got out. That's really not good, because normally you need to bump it or something to take it out. Okay. It's the striker here. Of course, we can see that the O-ring is got totally flattened. So what's the problem? The problem is that this O-ring is flattened too, so it's bad grease, it's overused, and this so on. So it's this tool was seen as some of the hard life. Okay, so now how it works? Just this one goes forward and hitting to this one, or the air pressure heating. It's going forward, hitting to the hammer. Okay, like hitting like that. This one hits here, this one hits here, and this one hits to the chisel. So okay, and when the chisel too long, for example, it was the it happens only maybe one time in 5 years that you receive the hammer breaker or demolition hammer with a long chisel. Okay, so the striker goes back when it goes forward, so it's a double hit. Now because of the O-ring is bad here, it's low air compression here, so when it gets to the striker it goes back and this one goes forward. So that's why it's a hit. It's a really hard hit, and then the connection rod is broken. So why you need to change the O-rings and the grease? That's because that can happen. Okay, so for this one we need a hammer, new O-rings, new grease, a lot of cleaning, really a lot of cleaning. Okay, it's a spring here, really a lot of cleaning. Of course, need this ball bearing to change. It's really easy to change it. So just 2 screws here and need to press the SE here. Okay, so for now, for this one is we are done. Of course, I will calculate that repair price. But from this tool you can see how important it is to do a maintenance for your tools, because now this tool is almost dead. Of course, it's worth to repair because it's an expensive tool. So I think the repair cost really will be the less than a half price of this tool, of the new tool. So it's definitely worth it. But still, you can avoid this repair cost and a lot of the cleaning bad grease by replacing the grease in a time. So yeah, and it's of course I understand the tool like this must work in a construction site or somewhere else to make the money for the owner. But if the tool will be totally broken, it will not make the money. You will spend more money because it will be needed in the new tool, or you will need to pay the high repair price. So just make your tool maintenance. Okay, so for now, thank you for watching. As you can see, I'm cleaning my table. Okay, thank you for watching. If you are not subscribed, please subscribe. I'm always waiting for comments. Sorry if I'm replaying a little bit slow. That's because of the load of the work, because now I have the work tools for repair for next 2 weeks without non-stop. So yeah, it's a season now, it's a summer, so everyone is working, so it's a hard times for the technicians like me, of course, and for construction workers. Okay, so I will not waste your time anymore. Just subscribe, press like and share my videos. So bye.